gentlemen, welcome to another episode. Of course, I need to know. Yes, sir.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
yes, sir. You don't like it. I didn't even have to look at you to know that.
I do.
So why you just wave your head? Shake your head now.
Yes.
Okay, you lying ass. I am Snacks, and this is
I'm Art.
another special guest on the show, man. I've known this person, this young man for, I would say about 3-4 years now. And ever since I've met him, a genuine dude.
Always.
Welcomed me pretty much to the city. Has a true heart for Bakersfield. A photographer and just a cool cat. Cool old D. You want to bring him out? I feel like I always bring him out.
No, you go ahead. You got it.
Come on, man.
Go ahead and bring it out.
Mr. Michael Lopez, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Yeah.
How you doing, man?
What's
Welcome
happening?
to the show.
Look at the style.
Swaggy.
Hey, man, you know.
Look at the style.
Swaggy. Did
I'm just trying to be like you guys,
Did we
man.
give you enough room back?
Yeah, I got enough room. I'm
Okay.
all right. What you trying to say? I'm big?
No.
Wow.
That's not what I was saying. See,
Man.
now I feel bad the rest of the show. Because you know, Mike, I love you. And you just made me feel bad. All right, so there's...
Well,
Yeah.
welcome, Mike. Welcome.
There he
Welcome.
is. What's
I
happening?
Appreciate you coming, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
No, I appreciate you
Two
coming.
favorite uncles and a cousin.
There it is. Hey, man, thank you for coming to the show. Of course, we call this I Need to Know. It's a fill-in-the-blank type of show. Can't go too far, though. You are playing the role of a bartender, so we're going to need a little something in the glasses.
Okay, so you want me to pour something?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
could.
Okay,
If you
I'll
don't
pour
mind.
it.
Don't mind.
And we don't mind if you're heavy-handed.
Oh, okay.
If you get to the brim, nobody's going to be mad at you.
Okay.
I'm still gonna finish it.
Yeah.
So, that's,
Pour a little. What is this? What kind of wine is this?
it's a little red wine from. I don't know where I got it from, honestly.
Napa Valley.
Yeah,
there it
sure,
is.
sure
Yeah.
it is.
Napa Valley.
It's a very nice.
From the east side of Bakersfield.
2017 California blend. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
got
13.5%. We don't
I
know.
don't even know
It might be just grape juice.
Yeah, it could. Could be just grape juice.
Communion.
Yeah.
Is it first?
Hey, I didn't bring no bread. Who
I
brought
didn't
bread?
bring the
No?
bread.
It's
Okay.
not, but
Crackers were worth it.
I'm tearing crackers up.
I need some cheese with my
Yeah.
crackers. What do I need to know? I hear something that's been on my mind.
Oh, something's in your spirit. Let me grab.
And so something's in my spirit. And see, I'm a married man. I'm going on
Okay.
25 years.
Nice.
Congratulations. You wanna, yeah.
25
You'd
years.
like to give a shout out to your
My
lovely
wife,
wife?
I love my wife, Gina. How you doing, baby? All right, now. Anyway, let's get on with this.
Yeah.
Because my wife likes to watch a dude by the name of Kenneth Samuels.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, have you heard of Kenneth
I
Samuels?
have
I
not.
can't say that I have.
Okay, this brother has got a huge following where he basically bashes pretty much black women
Okay.
and how they're trying to get a man, but he basically says, but ma'am, you're built like a linebacker. How are you going to get a man that makes $100,000 a year, 200? Like, he really attacked
Body shaming.
body shaming, how they carry themselves, how they think.
And this
And
is a man of color himself.
man of color himself.
Is this the dude off of Instagram?
Yeah, he be on Instagram. You see him
Yeah.
with the glasses.
Yeah.
Real stylish cat, right?
Okay.
And so my wife gets heated. I can't stand him, you know? And, you know,
Oh,
I
he
guess.
sits in that dark room. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he sits in that dark room.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
has a little thing spinning around the side, right?
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Okay. And some of the things that he says, I kind of agree with. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you want a man who makes $150,000 a year. And I keep thinking, but do you know what it takes for a man to make that kind of, like, his level of commitment and time? But yet, you yourself don't bring that same thing to the table. So, you know, I need to know, how do you guys feel about that kind of idea?
Well, I know we talked about B. Simone. B. Simone basically talked about how women today, or in this generation rather, is asking for so much more, but are nowhere close to bringing that to the table. Like, your man got to have this car, credit got to be like this, got to be a good, just astronomical amount of a checklist to get through, and they only got a car, a house, and probably bad credit. So I've never been big. Let me not say never been big. I've never really body shamed women because, of course, there's somebody for everyone. We was at the San Diego. You can check that episode out when we was out at SeaWorld, and we was like, and here we are, both single. But they were so
happy.
Happy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
happy.
They were so
And-
happy.
And I don't, and when he body shames people, I don't agree with it, what he's saying. But then there is some truth to what he is saying, because it's like the man that this woman is describing is like an 8 and above. And he's like, but ma'am, you're a 5 on a good day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Depending on what city you're in.
Yeah, and it depends on what city. And I guess what I want to know, because like I said, I've been married 25 years now, right? And I'm like, from my wife, it's the idea of how dare he, talk that way, you
Yeah.
know, like, and I get her viewpoint.
Yeah, as a woman.
As a woman, I understand it. And like I said, I don't agree with everything he says. Some things make sense. But I want to know, I need to know, can a woman accept a man for where he is in his life? Let's say he doesn't have the $100,000, $200,000 job. Let's just say he's just a regular guy making $40,000 a year, but he's got a good heart. He's gonna take care of you. He's gonna be the nice guy for you. I need to know, can a woman accept that? Because I know a man can, right? If a man could go the other way, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, no,
He could,
I think so. Me, I look at it as like the law of attraction, if you will. And so, people are going to have their checklist, right or wrong. It's their checklist, whatever that is. But yeah, I think it's difficult for you to, have these expectations for your partner. But even in using that word partner, that means you're part of that. You're a part of that relationship. So then what part of that are you bringing to the table? So if your partner has to make 150 and they have to have 3% body fat and they got to drive a BMW and they got to have a 5-bedroom house, should you not have those things as well, or be working towards those things also? Because if you don't, I find it very difficult for someone who is living on the street to be attractive to a millionaire. Like, you got to be in similar spaces.
Gotta be in the same circles, right? Yeah,
you
like
got to
you-
be in similar spaces. So then when you ask the question, can, in essence, you're almost saying settle for a man that makes the 40 or does this or does that. I think somewhat it's less can they settle for that or accept that in that person. It's can they accept where they are. Because if you accept where you are in life in terms of you make 40 and you have your own car and you have a 2-bedroom loft or whatever, and then you find someone that has the same thing, not that y'all don't want to do better, but you can accept it because you're, again, on similar playing fields.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was a female that made $200,000 a year, I probably wouldn't accept someone that makes 30 because I know the lifestyles are going to be totally different.
Would it be a generational thing?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Because I've met older women who've, let's just say, scenarios here, that's been married before a divorce. Never want to get married again. I just want to be with somebody that makes me happy. So in a sense, can you be with somebody that's making 40 a year, but a phenomenal person? She might say, hell yes. Because I can bring what I'm going to bring to the table.
Yeah.
You come down to the younger generation, what we talked about earlier, you see Sweet 16 parties or all these people
Very
just
flashy.
Yeah, very,
Very
flashy. Like life is flashy right now.
There's so much that you're having to compete with now.
The competition.
Yeah.
But see, I
So
think,
flashy, so-
yeah, and I think, to your point earlier, or that you just said, I think it just goes back to why did you get married? Or why were you in that long-term relationship? Because, we say back in the day, but, some people, it may have been family pressure. It may have been situational. I mean, how many people, and I'm not knocking if, this is why you got married, that's say that those relationships can't work out, but how many people got married because they had a kid young? and their parents said, well, the fact that y'all feel like you can bring someone into this world, then y'all gonna be together.
Yeah.
So then when they get divorced when they're in their 40s,
Yeah.
they're like, well, I
did
didn't
that.
marry for love before.
Yeah.
So I don't need, their money and all that. That's what I needed back then. Now I just want someone that I can actually fall in love with, and because I can bring my own stuff to the table.
Yeah.
So I think that's so, individual on why did you get married the first time, and then, kind of maybe how you view it now. Whereas the competition today, it is, let me marry the star football player that goes to the NFL, that has all this money, so that I can, have the car, the jewelry, all of that. And like I had said, in an earlier, that's how people lose themselves. They lose themselves in that relationship.
Because I would say, to answer your question, and a long story short, yes, I think people can find that. It's just where you at in life. Upper generation, we just look, at this point, I just want to be happy. I want to travel with somebody. I want to come home with somebody I can laugh with. We ain't got to put nothing else on this. This is just what I want. Younger generation, who is the top athlete? How can I be the next top IG model or the next TikTok person? It's not really, I don't think that's on their mind.
Yeah.
To be,
Well, I think the younger generation, they're out having fun. They're
out having fun.
They're out having fun. But then,
Yeah.
there comes that time when you hit your 30s, and all of a sudden you start looking back and you're going, okay, what the hell have I done so far with my life? And then now you start looking around,
Yeah.
and now you have the gram, and now you're looking at other 30-year-olds,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm way behind.
Yeah.
And I need to pick it up.
Yeah.
But you've already developed all these bad habits. And how do you change? Like, I'm curious, like, this is because I've been married for so long and I haven't been out, at clubs and dating, like, that stuff, that was over for me a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, man, I think about my children, like, how are they going to find somebody?
Yeah.
Especially with the way it's all working now.
But also to that, Mike, though, I think is people have to take time to build a connection with people. I don't think and I just said this yesterday when I was out eating with one of my friends. I was like, man, it's disappointing to me, especially for somebody like me that's a people's person, how much as a society and as a world we're becoming so antisocial.
Everybody's walking around with their phone, huh?
Yeah, and so you're not gaining a connection with someone.
Yeah.
And having to have that conversation to ask those type of questions because it's just everything's quick. It's right there. So going back to what you were saying, as an athlete, yeah, dude is right. An athlete may not want to date or be with a chick that's overweight or whatever case, and maybe she might have to get that dream out of her head until she gets in shape. But that don't mean ain't nobody else for you.
True.
That don't mean you don't have to be with a celebrity.
Yeah.
But I think that's where they want to go because that's what they see. And it was an earlier episode I talked about everybody just wants to do something that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to do would be with an episode. And it's also the cool the tables are kind of turning though, Mike, because the females are playing more of the dominant role.
Yeah.
Of I got this, so what you bringing to the table?
Do you think that the courting stage, the building the relationship, the getting to know, the other person that you're talking to, do you think that time is kind of in the past?
Okay, so met my wife February 3rd, 1996. August 5th, 1996, we were married.
Okay.
We courted for 8 months,
Okay.
something like that, right?
You just knew.
I just knew. I just went with it.
Yeah.
I at the core of her, she was driven. She was working on her master's degree. She was kind. She was, beautiful. And I just knew. I had dealt with other women before that had me punching walls, and I'm sitting there asking myself, I'm literally
Why am I
asking,
this
why
way?
am I punching walls?
Yeah, for this.
Why for what?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Why is my hand hurting? And we're just on the phone talking.
Yeah.
Like, she making me that mad. And I just
Yeah.
said, and then you go, you know what?
Yeah.
Life can't be bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, every relationship has their problems. You have every adult is growing up. We were both young. My wife is a few years older than me, but every adult is growing up, and you're an individual. And the biggest thing that I learned was, it was not my job to make my wife happy.
Okay. Say that one more time. 'Cause I think
It was not my job to make my wife happy. That's my wife's job. She needs to learn how to be happy with herself first. I need to learn how to be happy with myself first. When a plane is going down, they give you the instructions. You're on the plane a lot. You're on a plane a lot. What do they tell you?
put your own mask on first.
Put your own before you help somebody else.
Yeah, they do say
That's
that.
good.
And-
That's good.
I think every young couple who's in love, you're trying to make someone else happy. But whatever has happened in their life before you got there wasn't your fault. And you can't fix what they went through. You can console them, you can do all these nice things, but they ultimately have to work through it, and all you can do is be a support system. But I know that if I put my mask on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to save you. And I think that's what's wrong with the younger generation with this instant gratification. They don't understand how to push through,
things, yeah.
work through. Classic example. My daughter ain't gonna watch this, so I don't care. I simply talked to her boyfriend. I gave him a motivational speech.
Yeah. The fatherly love.
Hey,
Fatherly love.
brother, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It was positive. It's straight to the. It's like how a coach would talk to you.
Yeah.
Look, man, you can do this, man.
Yeah.
You know, you do like, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You smart. You're talented.
Yeah.
Why was I the bad guy after I was done talking to him? He can't handle the
realness of that.
realness of the conversation, you know, and that's where I see the problem with these younger kids. They're coddled too much. They're protected. There's. I don't know if this is what we're supposed to be talking about on this show.
No,
You know what I'm
this is
saying?
perfect.
Like,
No,
No,
this
this
is
is-
no, because what I was gonna say first off, it's perfect.
No, it's
But what
perfect.
I was gonna say
awesome.
is, I agree with you because I think right or wrong, I think the negative stigma attached to breaking up or divorce is gone. And so if you look back maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago, what have you, like if someone got divorced in the family or someone that you knew, I mean, again, given whatever the situation was, but they got divorced, I was kind of like, ooh, like that's bad. Now it's like, I've been divorced 4 times. I mean, it is what it is. So like, I think people, when you say the rough part, I'm not saying, overall, I'm not saying people are weak, but I'm just saying like that younger generation, because there's no negative part of having 20 different girlfriends, like they're just like, I'll just leave. Like, why put up with this? Because I can just go somewhere. Like, I don't have to try and make this work. Now, does that mean that there weren't relationships, obviously, in the past that maybe they, would have been better off perhaps separating when they stuck it out or whatever? Then yeah, maybe, but that's all situational.
I mean, look.
But a lot of people, they just leave right away. First bump, they just like, I can't do it.
here's when I think you should leave. After he slaps the shit out of you, you probably should leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's no point. Like he already crossed the line that one time. There's no point in you staying around. I don't care how sweet. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I'll never do it.
Because that's never going to change.
Because it's never going to change.
It's never going to change.
It's already in them.
And I'm set on that. I mean, I understand there might be some people that'll watch this and they'll say, no, that happened in my relationship and it never happened again. We've been married for 20. And I am happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am so glad that, like, when y'all crossed that road, it was a wake-up call, whatever. But let's be honest, that doesn't normally happen.
Yeah.
If somebody put their hands on you or someone do something like that, that's who they are.
That's who they are.
That's who they are. And when I say accept, I don't mean accept in a positive way. I'm saying you need to accept that that's who they are and get the hell out.
Look, when
Instead of
somebody
trying to
shows
think
you
like-
who they are, I have a thing.
Yeah.
You should probably believe
Yeah,
them.
believe
I-
this. Yeah, you should.
Listen, I tell people that all the time. I say, hey, when people show you who they really are, believe them the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the second time around where you get burned.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, but wait, didn't they do that 2 years ago? Yeah, but I didn't know. That was just like a one-off. No, it was not.
And the third time's
That's who
your
they
fault.
were.
It's just truly your
Now,
fault.
I'm not saying that to say that people can't change, but there are some inherent character things that I think that's just how people are.
Yeah.
If you're an abuser, I think you're an abuser. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying that you're not maybe a good person in other settings,
Yeah,
but
you're
if you
abusive.
hit people, that's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or if you're I don't know, like a heavy drinker or whatever. Like I understand some of those things can change, but that is still a part of you, though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so you have to believe people when they show you who they are the first time. Believe them.
Well, I think what we're saying is that people are having a hard time facing reality.
Of being alone or
Being alone,
Life, huh?
life, the situation you talking about with the young lady thinking she could be with some type of celeb or most definitely an athlete at a certain weight. And again, let's put this on the table. We're not saying that you can't find that or it won't happen, but it's rare that athletes are looking for someone that's not of a physique. Or but you also have to face reality. What that's like for dudes. You looking at all these IG models, or you find out Serena Williams is divorced and single again, and one of us fall through the DMs. Like, really, do you think Serena Williams is gonna try and holler at one? That's like face reality.
Yeah.
Like, realize what DMs you're falling through.
I think only one time in my life was I like thoroughly disappointed that I was like, I really did have a chance. And that was Janet Jackson with Jermaine Dupri. When I found that out, I said to myself, you know what? I actually did have a shot.
You had a shot, Mike.
I had a shot. And if I would have shot my shot, had I known, but
but that's another good question.
Listen, I was a little thrown off.
That's good though. It brings up a good question though, because a lot of times me and Art are out, Mike, and we're not the only ones, so I know I can say this.
Keep it real.
But you look across, you're like, how is that working?
Now, if we're gonna be honest,
Yeah.
we do answer that. We do ask that question a lot. It has to be money. Like, I mean,
how is that working?
I'm not saying that guy or that lady don't have great personalities and all those things, but you cannot tell me that if you have an IG model sitting over here with clearly, work done, whatever, and then my man next to her is like
300 pounds.
I mean, something just like complete opposites. Like,
Now, could we be too judgmental
you could, I mean, hey, you know what?
as a human body?
Oh well, I'm not judging anybody. I'm just simply saying I had a shot at Janet Jackson.
And you didn't
I'm sorry,
for it.
honey. I'm just
and
saying.
you didn't go for it.
I don't
think Honey
I
would
walked
be
by
mad.
Jermaine Dupri one day. I was in Vegas.
Okay.
Jermaine Dupri walks by me. I look at him. I said, "Son of a bitch, you little." This motherfucker's like 5'2".
Yeah.
Damn, I had a shot.
All Mike wanted was one
Hello.
hall pass
Yeah.
from his wife. Like, ma'am, mom, baby, listen, it's Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get just one? Can I say one thing to her, please?
I think every relationship should have a hall pass.
Just one.
Yeah, with a celebrity, your celebrity crush.
Now, do you say that because more than likely it's not gonna happen?
Probably.
Because I don't think anybody would give their significant other hall pass with somebody right down the street.
Listen.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm not gonna have my wife come home and I'm gonna say, "Hey, honey, how was Morris Chestnut? How did he do it
You're
tonight,
not having that
baby?"
conversation.
I'm not having that.
Yeah.
Fuck Morris Chestnut.
No, this is about Janet Jackson.
This is about Janet Jackson, and that's all we're discussing.
Say nothing about her crush.
You know what I'm saying? I don't hear about no
Talking
crush.
about my
My crush right now, damn it.
My crush. Now, however,
good.
though, let me ask this question. So we're talking about celebrities, and that's all great. But how many people truly get so fixated on trying to, get someone that's up here, if you will, celebrity, whatever, that they truly do miss that good person that's right next to them?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, genuinely,
Yeah.
like that person that is right next to him, maybe he's been next to him the whole time. Best friend, co-worker, whatever. The person that if you had a crystal ball and you drew that timeline out 30 years, provided everything you needed, family, everything, but you over here trying to go to the gym, work out to catch the eye of someone that doesn't even know you exist.
I pretty much asked that same question before. It's like, why do we idolize? What is so different about the quote unquote celebrity compared to the average Joe, like one of us?
You mean as far as like a relationship? Like,
No. So why is it a celebrity can get it? Like, okay, Morris Chestnut. for women can get it off the rip. Just give me one day with Morris Chestnut.
He is a fantasy. He is something that in their mind they have said he is unattainable. And so then if they happen to be somewhere and he's right there and then he spits game, oh my God, Morris, you crazy, Morris.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
Yeah. So I mean, I agree with that, and that's. And I don't even know if there's an answer, but I think that's where I am stuck between like.
Who's your celebrity crush, man?
So fantasy versus reality.
Sanaa Lathan all day.
Okay, what about you?
Who's that? I don't really know.
Loving basketball.
Yep. I don't know names.
Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah.
What about you?
Always been.
No, I'm agree with that. And this is kind of funny. I honestly used to have. If she ain't gonna see this, I honestly used to have a crush on AJ Johnson from House Party and from Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me because about 2 months ago, when I was an extra on this show that I think is going out to Netflix, she was in that show. And so I actually got to meet her. I didn't tell her that,
You should have.
I didn't tell her all that.
You don't want to do no Melvin?
No.
You should have.
But it was funny, though, because to actually meet her,
Yeah.
But again, I'm just always, but loving basketball for sure.
Only been like really starstruck once.
Who was it?
Once. I'm sitting down in LA, I'm having dinner. But I'm right here to where that camera is, it's not even a crush. It's Dr. J. And inside I'm screaming, I'm like, oh, it's the doctor. It's the doctor. I had him up on my wall,
It's
man.
Dr. J.
Dr. J. Ah. Only time I've ever
And
felt.
he's probably huge, isn't it?
Oh, man. He nice guy. I didn't bother him, though. You know what I'm saying? He was having dinner.
Yeah.
But man, it was the doctor. Man. I take that back. There was one time. Venice Beach. Had it in the early 2000s. Bakesville used to go down there. We used to take teams all the time. They had a celebrity game. And I don't know if you remember these twins. They were called the Tennyson twins. They were one of them was a Playboy model. Light skin, long hair. Man, they running up and down the court right here in front of me. I'm sitting in front row. I looked at my boy G. I said, G, give me the phone. He goes, why? I said, give me my phone. Give me my phone. I had, old cell phone. Give me my phone.
Not the flip.
It was a flip. It was a flip. He's like, man, who you gonna call? So I'm calling Gina, my wife. I'm acting like it though. Yeah. Honey, I ain't never coming home. Yeah, tell the kids I love them. Bye. That was probably the only time I was like,
I'm not mad at it.
oh man.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, you can always see some good people at Venice Beach.
Venice is wild.
Venice, I love Venice.
Venice is nuts.
Second home for me.
Is it?
Oh, I love that place.
Why do you say you love it? Sorry.
I'm gonna tell. Okay, I'll tell you why. When I was 8 years old, I went there for the first time. My mom's good friend, she was essentially an aunt to me, took me. She was like, Mike, I'm gonna take you to Venice Beach. Okay, let's go. 8 years old. And as an 8-year-old, watching this ass with a thong walk down the beach.
He knew what he wanted.
And then another thong is walking, and then everybody's dancing, and there was basketball. As an 8-year-old, it stimulated my mind, and been hooked on that place ever since.
If I had to guess, the two things that got you was basketball and the ass of bikini.
That's it, right there. Hoop and booty. If I'm gonna be a bum, I'm gonna be a bum at Venice Beach. I'm gonna be hooping.
Venice is interactive for sure.
Now, to me, I would probably say the same thing about Santa Barbara. Because I love Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara's nice.
Santa Barbara's nice.
That's my spot.
But Santa Barbara's expensive.
Very expensive.
Oh, my goodness.
I can
Very
get a nice
expensive.
little cheap meal in Venice. You can get a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying?
True. Very true.
Only place I can actually stay for, well, there's two places. I mean, I love New York and New Orleans. Those are the two places where
Now, New Orleans got some good food.
I'll stay there for 2 whole weeks. Having a great
New
time.
Orleans got some good food.
New Orleans is a great time.
Mad humid.
Yeah.
But
New
New Orleans is a great time.
But it's got some good food.
It's a great
Well,
time.
Mike, let me for the viewers, let me ask you a couple of questions. So, I mean, I know we talked when we first brought you out. Super cool cat, which you are, most definitely. But you are also very busy. I mean, you do a lot of things. You've been doing photography and those services for how long? Kind of give the...
Okay, so I mean, photography-wise, professionally, I've been doing it for 2007.
Okay.
This is when, or no, 2006? 2006 is when I went out on my own. Web development, graphic design for 25 years now.
Because that's how we met, and I'll just tell everyone that's not aware. So I saw a video that you posted social media. I think it was Instagram. That spoke to me, being someone that is very new to photography, of just your early goings on just staying with something that you were passionate about. Going through taking bad photos or photos that you weren't fully happy with, but just kept going, kept practicing, believing in yourself and those things. Which I think when we spoke on your show, I think you got some good feedback from that, but maybe even you don't recognize just how powerful that was to a lot of people, and just saying like, hey, here's someone that's been doing it for 20 plus years, but they also were doing $25 shoots at Darryl Stewart.
I'm a big proponent on, you need to find what you need, what you love. Like, you need to find something that drives you every day to be better. And it's not about the money. So like, I don't chase money, because when you chase money, it leads you to a place of being trapped, because you get to a point where you go, I chased the money, I got here, but man, I hate what I'm fucking doing. And so I just believe that it's better to spend your time doing something that you actually love and perfecting it and making it whatever it needs to be, that's going to give you the freedom that you need to exist. Because I just don't believe that we were put on earth to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and have the weekends off. I don't know how long I'm on earth, right? So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and I want to be passionate about it, and I want to care about it. I've also learned to say no. I don't do everything. I value my time.
Which is hard for some people.
It's hard, especially when you're chasing money.
The money. Yeah,
when you're chasing the money, right?
Someone says they'll pay you.
They'll
you
pay
want the money. You'll do stuff you don't really.
You'll do stuff, and that's fine. You can do that. But then there'll come a place when you go, you know what? I gotta stop doing this, because now I'm just digging myself into a grave almost. And what's the point? You like every day you wake up, you have no idea if that day, like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's good, because until recently, I've always had a hard time saying no. Because especially when I first, excuse me, moved here, because I was big on branding, so I felt like my brand or my name needed to be on everything. And then once I created that and once it took off, I was like, okay, I don't know how to say no. And it's not no in a bad way. It's just, I don't want my particular brand on that, or
knowing your worth.
Yeah, knowing your worth, but people not taking it the right way, because a lot of people don't understand you knowing your worth and protecting your worth. And when you say no to certain things, that's all you're doing. It's not a no because I don't want to work with you. It's just on that particular project, that's not for me. And then when you tell certain people no, they take I ain't like working with them, or this and that, or it was a terrible experience, and that wasn't the case. One, we didn't fully work together. I just told you no on that particular situation. And I guess my little I need to know would be is, if someone asked you today what your passion was, could you answer it? I couldn't.
okay, so then that leads me to a deeper question. Why don't you know what your passion is? What? So then I'll take it further. So then this is how my thinking goes. You could have ended up on some sheets, but you didn't.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, right? So you go down the canal system, the woman's body is already building antibodies to kill you off, but you made it to the egg, right? You fertilized, you grew, you became what? So you mean to tell me you don't know why you're here? That's a deeper question. You need to ask yourself. You should know why you're here. I can tell you why I'm here. I'm here to inspire people. That's just what I do. I inspire people. I try to find the beauty in people. I try to showcase the beauty in people. I try to empower people. I want to see you guys win. That's all I care about. And if I can do that, if I can see you guys win, if you win, I don't have to gain anything from it other than, man, my guys won.
Yeah.
That's all that matters to me. That's why I'm here. That's my purpose.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to listen to that voice, right? In that video that you referenced, I talked about that, you know.
Yeah.
That voice that tells you, you're not shit, you ain't never gonna be shit, you ain't never gonna do it. Wait a minute. Why do I gotta listen to you? Like, what?
See, but in return, I don't think a lot of people, as good as that is, I don't think a lot of people would think that's just passion. That's a passion. Because when you say passion, people are thinking something in the creative sense, or a nonprofit, or your passion for a sport or something of that nature. But when you say, I'm just here to just simply be a vessel to people, people probably didn't look, and that really is that's a passion you have. Like you take pride in that.
Take pride, huge pride in it.
Yeah, you take a true pride in it. So
Yeah, no, go ahead.
no, I was done, but I was giving the basic the viewers, I was basically speaking for the viewers that, okay, well, maybe I didn't really think of that that way.
I think a lot of people do know their passion. I think they know what they are passionate about doing at the base level. Where a lot of people struggle and perhaps maybe, ditch their passion, go a different route, or ultimately don't, really ever end up doing it at all, is because they haven't found, or they don't, understand how to express their passion. If someone asks me, and I've known it for 10 years, my passion has always been to help people. How you do that varies. And so if your passion is music, but you don't necessarily know how to express that, you don't know, is music, am I a writer, am I a singer, am I a musician? So you don't know how to express your passion, then that's when you leave it. And then all of a sudden you're at a party and you hop on the piano and you're like, oh my God, like, how long you been playing this? Or, I played it growing up my whole life, and I never really knew which way to go with this, so people ditch their passions. So I do think people know their passions.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think they need someone to inspire them to then express their passion. So, I think everything works together. You have a passion, but you need some inspiration to do it. I like to inspire people. Okay, boom, now all of a sudden, now someone is using their passion that they've known all along. They knew what they wanted to do.
Yeah, because I could say my passion was, why is my voice get in and out?
He's getting sensitive, y'all.
No. I could say that my passion was radio, but it's not my passion anymore. Like, I lost my passion for that. I had a passion for basketball in high school and college, and when I stopped playing, I lost that passion for that. So for me, I just keep losing passions for everything. So I question when you ask, well, how do you not know? Because now I'm at a questioning stage. Like, truly, what is my passion?
Okay, well, what is this? What is this?
For me, this is fun. Like, this is natural for me.
It's natural. What are you doing? You're doing the same thing you did on the radio. There ain't no different. It's just that there's a camera right there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So you can't tell me, because I've heard you, right? I've heard you on the radio.
Yeah.
I hear you speaking places.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's what that brother does.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
But you said you lost passion for hoop, but yet you ref.
Right. So, but that's so now that you bring that up, that's like my newfound passion. I love officiating. Like, I love being a part of the game, like the big environments with the people, fans yelling at you, kids yelling at you, coaches. Like, that don't bother. Like, it's a passion because I've been through it.
Kids be killing me, boy.
I've been through it. So,
Man.
for me, it's fun.
Yeah.
That's a newfound passion for me. But I guess another way people can look at it is, I think we talked about financially. Does it really have to be a passion if the finances don't match?
The finances, here's what your problem is. The finances will catch up to you but when you have to make a decision.
Yeah.
And you have to say, this is the route I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stick with it until it turns.
Yeah.
I'm a Nike guy.
Yeah.
I love Nike.
Yeah.
But if you've ever read Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, you ever read that book?
I haven't.
I know the book. I haven't read it now.
Okay. Yo, by year 7 or year 10, he's in the business. He just went public, right? Mm-hmm. This is even before Michael Jordan signed on.
Right.
Yo, he was about to go bankrupt. And you know what I'm saying? But he just kept sticking with it. He just said, I know that this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm just going to keep going. And if I just keep going, I'll get there no matter how long it takes me. Mm-hmm. And, well, we all know the story.
Yeah.
And I think what happens with a lot of people is they know what their passion is. The problem is when they're getting ready to turn the corner, there's this pit bull, some hookers, cocaine, all the stuff that keeps you from turning the corner. and you just end up turning back.
No, I've always believed when you face your biggest obstacle, it's because you're about to make your biggest breakthrough.
Yep.
I mean, like, be it if, loss in the family or whatever it may have been, like when you really are going through it, you about to, you about to do it. You about to, whatever it might be.
I mean, I see guys on YouTube all the time. I see channels on YouTube all the time, right? And then, like, let's say it's just two guys doing reactions. They're watching an old Public Enemy video. And you sit there and you go, these son bitches got 1.5 million views. Just sitting there doing reactions.
That's what, man, we talk about all the time.
And let me tell you something, man.
And it's not judging them.
If you got this,
You can go in
and you can't make money, or you stupid or lazy. Which one is it?
That's good though, man, because I think that's where a lot of people struggle is just one finding their passion, and once they find it, what to do with it. Because again, going back to radio, and we could talk all day about this, but I think where I lost my passion for radio was that when I got looked over twice, as far as becoming a program director at a station, because that was my ultimate. That's the only two reasons I got into radio is because I wanted to become a program director and break music. And as you know, I don't even listen to music half the time, because I again lost my passion for music. And anybody that knows me, I play 3 different instruments.
Okay, so then that's not, then your problem isn't your passion. Your problem is your frustration with everything else. Your passion is still there. You just become you've become upset with the process in the system that you're working in. And I'm telling you, fuck that.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah.
This is how I do it. I'm going to do it this way. And I don't care what nobody says. And I don't fucking care how long it takes me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep
that's
going.
Good. No, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Quincy Jones was 50 years old when he made Thriller. And he had already made tons of records. But he was 50 years old. Well, shit. How old are you?
35.
You still got time then. God.
Guys, if you like to see this energy by himself, what's the give him the podcast for us.
It's Mike Talk. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on Apple Podcast. Go to MikeLopez73.com, and it's an open journal of my life. You'll see more of this kind of shit.
Yeah.
This is just the way I think every day. I can't shut it off.
It's well put together though. That's the whole. It's put together. It's patient. You don't rush through your podcast. You don't rush through your episodes. You have incredible conversations with because you have a lot of your friends on, right?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just I'm just letting you in on a conversation that I would have with anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Art came on. We chopped it up.
Yeah.
We talked about whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because I'm always trying to learn something.
Yeah.
You know, if I can meet somebody new and say something, great, let's do it. If not, that's fine too. I'll talk about myself.
Talk about myself. Yo, that's another episode of I Need to Know with Snacks.
I'm Art.
And
I'm Mike Lopez.
yeah, man, it's been a pleasure.
Thank
man.
you.
We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.